Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed.
Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing well today. Today is Thursday, February the 19th. And I did want to briefly speak on a couple of lives that Olivia did. I was seeing how a lot of people were saying that they believe that this new guy that Olivia is saying that she's with now is actually still Gamer Bae. And I did let y'all know that I was kind of skipping through her lives just because I really didn't want to watch all of her lives that she'd been putting out. But I figured, considering a lot of y'all believe that this is still Gamer Bae, I was like, okay, let me go back and watch these lives that I skipped. So there were two in particular that I did kind of skim through to see if there's anything that stood out to me that would make me suspect as well that this is still Gamer Bae, and I can definitely say I can kind of see what y'all are saying. So let's go ahead and jump into this live that Olivia did when Olivia and Gamer Bae had a falling out.
I don't mean this like in a cocky way, but like he's not even in my league, okay? That's why I wasn't fucking with him. How many damn knives did I get? Oh my god, I got too many. No wonder. He's not even in my... he's not even in my league. Like, ew. That's why I wasn't fucking with him in the first place. That's why I left him high and dry in the first place. And it is what it is. So... it's okay. Now he thinks he's Mr. King Dingaling. I don't know what he thinks because he's not with his little shrimp dick. Okay, he's definitely not King Dingaling. So I don't know why he thinks that, but he thinks that, okay? And I guess because I'm pregnant with his baby. I don't know why men decide to try to act a certain way once you're pregnant. Like, okay, like, I don't know what you're trying to prove. He left me? No, I kicked his ass out. And then he called me today apologizing, asking to hear him out. And I can't even play the fucking... I'm going to play it.
I'm sorry, but I have to say this because I saw in another live where Olivia was doing this too, where she was taking... You know how like when you purchase new silverware and it has like the little sticker wrapped around the silverware? She was taking the sticker off of some other silverware that she had purchased. I think it was some spoons and forks or what have you, and she just put them straight in her drawer. And I'm like, Olivia, girl, that is gross. Like, do you understand that when you go into a store, in order for you to be able to pick up any items and purchase them to bring it to your home, that has gone through shipment? It's been in warehouses. Like, you don't know what those silverwares been going through before you put your hands on them to bring them in your house, and then you're just gonna put them in your drawer? Like, Olivia, that's gross. You need to be sterilizing those silverwares. You should be running a sink full of hot water with some dish detergent, some bleach, and let them bad boys soak in that sink before you put them in your drawer. Like, they need to be washed, girl. Like, I don't care if you're buying silverware, cookware, if you're buying cups, bowls, plates, what have you. You need to wash it first before you store them in your cabinet. Like, that's gross. Even when it comes to clothes, like, I do not purchase clothes. I don't care if I'm going into a clothing store or if I'm having it shipped to my house. I am not putting no clothing on my body. I don't care if it's a pair of socks. Okay? They're going to be washed first before I put it on my body. Like, people be trying on clothes. You don't know if people clean. Again, those clothes be going through all type of shipment, warehouses. Like, Olivia, come on now. That's nasty.
The minute I want him, the next minute I don't want him. What is it? It's the fact that I'm pregnant. And my hormones are all over the place. And if I want to have sex, I'm going to have sex with him because I'm pregnant with his baby. Understand? Bendeja?
Very interesting that she said this, but yet she had no problems coming on here saying that she was with a new guy and she's having sex with this quote unquote new guy, but she's still pregnant with Gamer Bay's baby. Very interesting, very telling actually, because Olivia is definitely trying to make it seem like she's with somebody else, but the fact that she just said this right here, it's really giving that Olivia kind of told on herself a little bit. But let me keep watching.
I'm not disgusting like some of you bitches and fuck anything while I'm pregnant. That's disgusting.
Wow. So I want y'all to keep in mind, she is doing this live that we're watching right here. She did this live on February 12th, 2 days before Valentine's Day. Okay? So February 12th, this is what we're watching. The very next day, she did a live basically saying she was cooking dinner for her baby daddy. But even in that live, she was trying to insinuate that she was with the quote unquote new man. And then the next day after that, which was February 14th, Valentine's Day, she was talking about this quote unquote new man. So, to all of y'all in the comments, I totally understand why y'all said what y'all said. It's my bad. I skip these videos because honestly, it's a lot for me to watch her videos. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. It really is hard to watch a lot of her videos. But I am very much seeing what y'all are saying. It is really starting to give that Olivia was really trolling. And this was her way of trying to save face because she didn't want to look like the pick-me that she really is. She loves to belittle women. She loves to make other women out to be desperate for a man, you know, and she's not desperate because she can have any man she wants, right? So for her to come back on the camera and talk about baby daddy, it would make her look a certain way, and so she doesn't want that pushback. But yeah, it's really starting to look, this is exactly what's going on here, and this is pretty wild. But let's continue.
So that's what it is. Okay. And next week, bitch, if I want him again, then you're gonna have to hear it again. Okay? Or you can stop watching me. You pick. It's your decision. But I'm not gonna fuck with him anymore. I think at this point, I want a girlfriend. That's what I want. Okay? I'm sick of men. Men are so disappointing. They're like children, honestly. But no, I feel like I'll find a good one when I actually do what I need to do to find a good one. You know what I mean? It's like I don't apply myself. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, ownership all the way. All the way, honey. All the way.
You don't apply yourself. That is very interesting that you can acknowledge, not to say that you should be acknowledging, but in your mind, you feel it's worthy to acknowledge that you don't apply yourself when it comes to finding a good man. But you don't find it worthy to apply yourself to becoming a better woman, to becoming a better mother, to get a better education, to get a job. Like, all the ways you can apply yourself, you only acknowledge it in the realm of finding a man. Wow.
But, you know, that's not gonna fly with me. Like, I don't know what he thinks this is. He always says to me, you didn't even want me. Well, nigga, I don't want you again. You made it happen. You made it happen, Captain. Now I don't want your ass again. Good job. Okay. Yeah, where did we leave off yesterday? This is what happened last night, okay? I'm telling you guys the story to him. And why I'm never talking to him again. Okay. So, when I got off live with you, he was asleep, right? So I got up, I was done eating, and then I came into the room, and I was chilling. He eventually got up, and he came to the room, whatever. Fast forward, we smash. He fell asleep. He went in there, he got some food, whatever, something to drink, blah, blah. He came, he laid down, he knocked out. His phone was like making the, what noise was it? I don't know, it was making some fucking noise. I'm like, what is that? Let me just check, because he's never gonna tell me. He's not gonna tell me if he's talking to other bitches. So I'm gonna find out. Duh. I mean, so I looked and there was a number. You know how like it doesn't display the text message, it just says the name or a number. So I put the number in my phone, I went into the bathroom and I called it. Called it from blocked. I'm like, let me see if a bitch answers. Lo and behold, it was a bitch. So I was like, how do you know blah blah? When she answered, she was like, who is this? You know how bitches are. I'm like, I'm somebody who's fucking him. So how do you know him? Tell me so I cannot fuck with him no more. That's all. I don't want to know what y'all do. I don't care your background story, bitch. I don't want to know your name. I just want to know if you're effing him, okay? First of all, the bitch didn't even know his name. Of course. I'm like, okay, well, that's his name, bitch. Stupid ass. And how do you know him? And she's like, that's my cousin. Bitch, you don't even know his name. That's your cousin? I said, why are you playing this game with me? You're a female. Just tell me what's up, bitch. Anyway, whatever. We got off the phone. I knew what was up. I'm not stupid. I'm not finna play with you on the phone, bitch. I don't know why bitches are like that. Like, if I come to you as a woman and ask you if you're effing him, because bitch, I'll stop. I'm not fighting over a D, especially a D that's this big. Okay, I'm not fighting over a nigga. Okay, bitch, you can have him. If he is doing something stupid, then that's on him. But bitches always try to act like pick-me-ass hoes. Weirdos. I'm not saying it's her fault, but anytime, and I put this on my mama, anytime, because you don't think I'm a woman, you don't think I've gotten those calls before? How do you know him? Are you talking to him? And it would be the girlfriend or somebody, I don't know. And I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, we're talking or whatever. My bad, girl. I met him here. He told me this. I give her all the information because that's the type of woman I am. And I'm like, bitch, I'll never talk to his ass again. But that's the type. See, I was raised right? Every bitch wasn't raised like that. Y'all like to be like, well, she didn't owe you nothing. As a woman, if a woman comes to you and asks you those questions, you do owe that as a woman. My opinion. But whatever. Anyway, so I woke his ass up. I said, who's this? Somebody texted you. Why are you waking me up? Who's this? Somebody texted you. Look at your phone. And the bitch texts him as I'm talking to him. He looks at the message. He's like, why did you call her? Did you call her? Did you tell her my name? And blah, blah. I said, who is she? Are you talking to her? That's all you have to tell me. I'm not stupid, bro. I don't know why you want to play this fucking game with me. What is the point? You think you finna do whatever you want in this bitch? No. Not with your shrimp dick. No, you're not. Even if you had a big one, you're not going to. Not over here.
Does this sound like somebody who truly doesn't care for this man? Who isn't bothered by this man? Because my thing is, if you're sitting here making fun of the fact that he has a small penis, if you're sitting here saying, and I think she said it in the Valentine's Day vlog, she was talking about how she used him while she was locked up. I don't know if it was in this live, but it was in one of these lives where she was talking about how, she used him to, help her pass the time while she was locked up. That she really didn't like him like that because he couldn't really satisfy her sexually. If this is really what it is, and this is truly how you feel, you're not going to sit here and act the way you're acting because another woman called his phone. You're not going to do that. So it's really given that Olivia really do care. And this is her go-to because not only did she say multiple times that this man's penis is small, but she also insinuated that she believed he was gay. And it's like, again, this is a pattern with Olivia. Any man that does not show her attention, any man that does not choose her or want to be with her, this is what she says about them. They're gay. Their penis is small. They don't know what they're doing sexually. They can't satisfy her. Like, this is what she always says about every man. She said it about Gerard. She made mention that Gerard was gay. She said it about Zolo. She said it about, the gym guy. Jim Bay. She's saying it about Gamer Bay. Like, this is her go-to. She said it about Kylani's dad. Like, this is, I don't even know, but it's just weird. You're not going to act like this. You're not going to give this type of energy if everything you said about this man is true. It's really giving you cared a lot and you were hurt.
So anyway, we got in a big ass fight. Not fight, but just argument. Talking about she's nobody. I'm just talking to her. I said, why are you even entertaining other bitches? Are you dumb? Do you not see what you have in front of you? I said, okay, well, you can go. Go talk to her. Go. Get the fuck out. And that's what he did. He got the fuck out. Talking about this is giving me a headache. The fucking audacity. And I sure did. I told him he had a little dick. He's like he's gonna tell you that I'm pregnant and he has a girlfriend or whatever the fuck he thinks I am to him.
This girl is ridiculous. Like, she can't even keep herself all the way together because it's like she has a forked tongue. She speaks out of both sides of her tongue because obviously that's how you feel. You feel that that's the energy he was supposed to have had because in your mind, y'all were in a relationship. You were his girlfriend. He was your boyfriend. And here it is. This is your boyfriend and you're pregnant by him and he was talking to another female. That's what it was. But then on the other side of your tongue, you talking about, well, whatever he thought I was to him. Girl, you know exactly what it was. Again, you are so embarrassed by the fact that you come on here and you try to portray this image that you are so desirable. Every man wants you. You can have anybody's man you want, but yet every man keeps not choosing you. Every man is constantly showing you that you are not the prize. And so you have to come on here and try to save face because you're embarrassed by the fact that this is a pattern that you keep showing here on this internet. Getting a man is not hard. Like, I don't understand why you don't get that. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care if you big, small, skinny, petite, tall. I don't care. Like, a woman, if she chooses to be that way, can pull any kind of man if she wants to. It doesn't matter if they black, white, Hispanic. It doesn't matter, Olivia. And so you think some kind of way you're doing something because you can hook up with all these different men, and some kind of way in your mind you think you're that girl. But the only girl you are to these men is an easy lay. And I'm not even trying to say that to be mean. Like, you don't understand how reckless you are out here being. Like, you're reckless with your body. You're reckless with, just the way you are distributing yourself as a woman. It's crazy that you don't get it. And then you want to say, well, why do people even care? Why do people care what I do to my body? It's my body. Yeah, girl, it's your body, but you out here looking crazy. You out here having men talk bad about you. They ain't got to come on the internet and talk bad about you. They behind closed doors talking about you to their homeboys. They talking about how easy you was. They talking about how they were able to get over on you. Like, and you don't seem to think anything is wrong with it. It's very sad. It's extremely sad that at your grown age, you really don't get it.
Baby. She could have him. All 4 inches of him. Okay. Like I said, I was just riding this shit out until I had the baby. And if he was gonna be like an awesome guy, then maybe I would entertain like us being together for real. But if not, I was just gonna fuck with him until I had the baby. And then, go our separate ways. Because I have needs. And if I'm pregnant and I want to, then But it's okay. Ew, gross. No.
If he would have been an awesome guy, you would have entertained the idea of being in a relationship with him. With you being pregnant, you have needs. And so that was the reason why you would have stayed with him. Like, girl, you're not making sense. Because again, if he only has to offer 4 inches, according to you, what needs is he satisfying, girl? Like, if he was nothing of substance that you wanted to begin with, you was just using him for whatever, why would you even be considering a relationship? See, again, you're double talking and you're not making sense.
If I can't trust you, then it's over. It's done. And I can't trust him. So that's that on that. He's like, we talked the whole time you were locked up. I held you down. I don't give a fuck. And you were probably talking to bitches then too. I'm gonna take care of this baby by my motherfucking self. Because I'm not putting my baby, I'm not subjecting. How you say that word? I'm not putting my kids in the system. I will never do that again. I didn't even do it the first fucking time. But I'm not playing that fucking game.
Live, girl. You showing your slip. I told you she'd be learning vocabulary over here. The word she was trying to say was subjecting. It's subjecting, girl. That's what you was trying to say. You're not trying to subject. Okay? But, she's saying that, she don't care that this guy was holding her down while she was locked up. And, somebody had asked her, was she going to put him on child support? And she's basically saying she's not going to put him on child support. She's going to raise this baby by herself like she's done all her other children. Well, y'all know what I'm saying. The other 2, and this makes 3. So she's basically saying, I didn't put, Zolo on child support. I didn't put Joey on child support. So she's not going to put this one on child support.
No, I'm good. Like I said, I'm not a pick-me. I'm not desperate. I'm none of that. And if anybody wants to say, you'll never find a man with 6 kids, girl, watch and see. Let me show you something. I'm gonna find a great man one of these days. But I have to stop fucking with losers. That's my problem. You guys, when I say that man had some nerve, and maybe I broke his little heart. Maybe he's all fucked up. Maybe he's not going to heal from it. But it's like, bro, you were not head over heels in love with me the little 2-3 weeks we were together before I, did what I did with the last one. It wasn't that type of party. You had a crush. You liked me. I liked you. Because ever since I did that to him, he doesn't act the same. He acts like, I don't know. But Maybe that wasn't him. Maybe this is him. This is his true colors. Anyway.
Wow. So much can be said right here. She said maybe that wasn't him and maybe this is him right now. So that within itself shows that this girl don't be knowing who these men are. She's clueless. The girl just said that she only knew this guy for 2 to 3 weeks. And what did we see happen in this time frame of her knowing him, for 2 to 3 weeks? What did we see take place? She had this man over her house. She had this man moving his PlayStation in to her home. She had this man staying the night in her home around her children. She had this man disciplining her children. This man hit Kylani, a 1-year-old at the time, and hit AJ, a 3-year-old at that time. We not only saw that, but she ended up getting pregnant with the baby that she's carrying now. All of this transpired in the short time frame of 2 to 3 weeks. And then on top of that, she had Joey come down, shacking up with her in her home, around her children, being intimate with him to the point where she thought that Joey was the father of this baby that she's carrying. But then she wants to turn around and again talk about she's not a pick-me, she's not desperate. But you're on this live letting the people know that this is how you get down. You're letting the people know that you keep picking these dusty men. But what does that say about you, Olivia, if all of these men, according to you, and pretty much what we see, are dusty, they don't have nothing going for themselves? What does that say about you? It gives pick-me behavior. It gives desperate behavior. Again, action speaks louder than words, Olivia. You can come on here and you can say everything you want to say. You can repeat everybody's conversation. You can learn new vocabulary. You can try to flip, skip, dip, whatever you want to do over there. It's still going to be what it is. Like, this is so sad to watch because, girl, you are really out here looking bad. Like, seriously.
Either way, I don't really care. If he thought that he was going to hold on to me, because when we were talking last night, he's like, nah, there is no way out. You're stuck with me. I'm stuck with you? That's what you think? That's what you think. Boy, stuck with you? And look, like I said, he knows how to work it. But, oh my God. Boy, and then you only last 3 minutes. How do you only last 3 minutes? Oh my God. I just, no. No. No.
He only lasts 3 minutes, but you were saying earlier you had needs that needed to be met. You had needs that needed to be satisfied. And I asked the question again, how are your needs being satisfied if you're saying that he only lasts for 3 minutes? And then you were saying earlier that you're not that type of girl. You're not going to sit here and be sleeping around with other men while you're pregnant with somebody else's baby. But yet you're sitting here complaining that he only lasts for 3 minutes. It's just not adding up to me. It's not making sense.
She can have that. And any other bitch that wants that, they can have that. Okay? And you act like a bitch, and you're sassy, and I don't know what he thinks. I just don't understand. I don't know. Girl, it's, like I said, it's a good 3 minutes, but I'm just like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Ew. Oh my God, I'm so grossed out. No, I'll say it's decent. It's a decent 4 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, 5 minutes. Oh my god. It was kind of like an ego boost for me, because I was like, his thing is so small, so my thing must still be, you know, because his thing is small as hell. So okay, so it was kind of like an ego boost for me. Like, I felt kind of good too about that. And I was like, period. That's right, snapback.
Olivia, you should be so embarrassed right now, but I know you're not. I really have secondhand embarrassment right now because you really don't see how this is making you look. Like, y'all heard her say he was giving sassy. This is what she says about pretty much all the men that she's no longer with. They were giving sassy. So the fact, because I've never seen someone like you before that seems to attract all these sassy men, but when you're in their presence, you're all, you know, schoolgirl, you're giggly, you're excited that you're in the relationship, you're so infatuated, you like them so much, sometimes you love them so much, you want to be their girl, you're hoping and praying and wishing on a star, you know, that they will ask you to be their girlfriend, and all the while, some kind of way they manage to end up being sassy after the relationship goes sour. So what does that say about you? What is it about you, Olivia, that keeps attracting these sassy men? Very interesting. Very interesting. This is just really shameful because you have so much pride and ego that it is just hard for you to accept the fact that these men are choosing to leave because you're not bringing whatever it is they're looking for to the table. And I think really the only thing they were looking for, you actually gave into it. And so therefore they had no other reasons for wanting to stay. That's very embarrassing. And I think it says a lot when you weaponize, you know, the whole notion of saying that these guys are sassy, or, you know, you try to speak negatively on what they have to offer sexually. Like, those are your go-tos. You do that as a way to, you know, destroy their manhood, and you try to hurt them in the worst way by putting those type of rumors out there.
Valentine's Day, girl, let him go spend that 5 minutes with the other shorty, honey. Valentine's Day, fuck him. I don't give a fuck, and he better not come over here. I told him if he comes back over here, I'm gonna call the police. Sure am. I mean, I'm not, but I just said that, so he'll never come back here again. It didn't feel like I was trying to force it. It felt like when in the beginning he was a lot different before I broke his heart. I don't know why I always gotta make that voice when I when I talk about him, but like after that, when he came back in my life, he was just acting like a dick, like a small little dick. No, he was just being an asshole all the time. I'm like, you're a fucking asshole, bro. Oh, well, you just were with your ex and blah, blah, blah. Oh, my God. He brought up my ex and my ex and my ex. Bro. What? Do you want to meet my ex? Do you want to, like, talk to him? Like, what's this obsession? I'm not fucking with him no more. But if he does call me again, I'm going to throw that shit in his face. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I'm with my ex. You know, the one that I left you for in the first place? Yeah, he's back. I'm just gonna make it up. So he'll leave me the fuck alone. Break his little fucking heart again, little bitch. I would never, by the way. But I'm just saying. He was butthurt and flipped it. I got you. Yeah, and he kept it going. Like, you ain't finna treat me like shit, homie. You're not finna treat me any type of way. And then you think you're gonna talk to other girls? That's what you think? That's what you think. And I'm still gonna talk to you? No, I'm not trying to play that game. Because then last night he brought it up again. Well, what you did when you went back and talked to your ex, I was all in, bro. That's what he says. I was all in. Okay, well, sorry, I wasn't. I am now. But now you fucked it up. So, it's cool. Go on. It's all right. Go ahead. Yeah, I want to start enjoying my pregnancy. Are you happy with your decision? I didn't have a choice. My decision to have sex with him unprotected and believe that he was going to pull out because we both didn't want a baby? The hell? No, I'm not happy with that decision. I should have not effed him. We were not, anytime we would like that conversation came up, we were both like, oh no, we don't, we're done. He has his babies, I have my babies, no. But he trapped me. That's what he did. And it's okay, you know, players fuck up too. I just fucked up, and I was drunk that night. Was I drunk? I was definitely tipsy. Oh my god. Ugh. Bruh.
I think it's hilarious that Olivia is really blaming this guy for getting her pregnant because he didn't pull out. As if she shares no responsibility in why she ended up pregnant to begin with. Because you chose to have sex with someone that you only knew for 2 to 3 weeks. You chose to have sex with him unprotected, not knowing anything about him, not knowing his sexual history, not knowing if he had an incurable disease. You chose to lay down with this man and have unprotected sex with him. And then you want to turn around and blame him for getting you pregnant because he didn't pull out? Girl. But you grown. You got all this life experience that you can share with your community over there, but you still have yet to manage how to stop getting pregnant by men, how to stop having babies after you keep telling your community you don't want any more kids. Like, this is embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. But this is the same woman who said, I'm not wrapping nothing up because you don't like to use protection. You don't like for the man to wear condoms. This is how you're reckless with your body. This right here.
He doesn't know I do. I mean, he knows I do YouTube, but he doesn't know my YouTube.
Enabling your teeny mover and shake.
I wanted to make that decision. Like, that was my decision to make, and he made it for me. You know, that's how I feel. I feel like he made that decision. And then after, he's telling me, well, you can just give me the baby. He told me that shit one of these times we argued. Because I'm like, you came into my life, you saw my situation, you saw that I was a single mom, and you get me pregnant. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, well, don't worry, because you could just give me my baby and we'll be good. And I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. The hell? And then later he told me, he was like, yeah, you know, like, he wanted this. And it's like, how do you want this? And we don't even know if we want each other. I mean, I get it. I guess that's how I had it with, like, Kylani and AJ. I wanted a baby, so I just had my babies. But, bruh, you have to make sure the woman wants it too, bro. You can't just take that into your own hands. Like, I'm the one carrying the baby. So, but it's okay. It's not his fault. It's my fault. I have to keep reminding myself. It's my fault. Because I'm the one who had sex with him. So, it's my fault.
Well, I mean, I was not expecting to hear this. Definitely was not expecting her to say that it's her fault why she's pregnant. Well, there you go.
It's something really sad, and reality is it life with a purpose. Oh hell no, boy, you ain't getting no baby. Yeah, like, he really said that to me, and he really thought, I don't know. I'm like, nigga, does it look like I'm like, I don't want my kids? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? If I was that type of bitch, yeah, of course, I would just be like, here you go, take the baby, bye. But no, that's my baby. You got me fucked up.
I mean, you just got through saying multiple times that out of all your pregnancies, this is the one pregnancy that you didn't want. You was just on here watching a video of what is going on with the baby at 18 weeks pregnant. And then you finished watching the video and you said, oh, so basically it's a full baby. It's fully developed. And then you turn around and start playing a video, which I did not leave in here because, you know, it can be kind of traumatic for some people to watch or listen to. But she was literally watching a video of what happens during the process of an abortion. And then she made it a point to say that in the state of California, she can still get an abortion up to 26 weeks. And she was saying that she's still trying to figure out if she's going to keep the baby or not keep the baby. But you got offended because Gamer Bay told you that if you didn't want the baby, to just give the baby to him and he'll take care of the baby. And then you're sitting here talking about, you know, you got offended by him saying that because it made you feel like you don't want your babies. Like, girl, you are all over the place. It's not making sense what you're saying. I don't know. This is just weird.
I was looking at a baby today and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have one of those. Whenever I see babies, like, I'm like, like, I love babies. Y'all know how I am. But fuck. I just feel like it wasn't my choice. That's all. Like, ew. Pendeja. Fucking fucked me over. It's okay though. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. What do you guys keep saying? One day at a time. I already know I'm not gonna get an abortion. I just wanted to do my research further. And we're going to just be on this ride together, y'all. Y'all the baby daddies now. I'm just I be trolling like a motherfucker. When is AJ handsome badass coming back? My AJ. I miss my booty. Soon. You guys will see his baby butt soon. I can't wait to see him. I miss him so much. And my kai. My booby. Cannot wait until they come back.
Something about this situation when it comes to AJ and Kylani is not setting right with me. Because since she's been out of jail, when people ask her when will she get AJ and Kylani, her responses are, I'll get them soon. I'm not sure when. There was one response she said not this week but the next week, which would put it, if we're speaking of time frame, she was speaking of next week sometime. But now she's back to soon. And it's starting to give like she doesn't really know when she's going to get her children back. Because I remember even, I think it was on the Valentine's Day Live where that conversation came up and she was like, or it may have been the live before, but basically she was saying that she would love to be able to get her children before Valentine's Day. So there's a lot of responses she's making where it seems like she's not in control of when she will get her children. And I say that because in one of her lives, she was saying how she was looking at booking flights or booking a flight to get her children. But now we're back to, she said, I can't wait to have them here. If you're in control of getting your children, you wouldn't say, I can't wait to have them here. You would say, I can't wait to go get them. So it's really seeming like when it comes to AJ and Kylani, she's not in control of when she can get them. It almost seems like there's something that she's having to wait on in order for her to get AJ and Kylani. And now I'm starting to question, does Stella even have AJ and Kylani? Because, that was my initial thought, that they were with Stella. But, I kind of spoke on this. I'm like, okay, well, if she's talking about booking a flight to go get her children, okay, that makes sense. They're with Stella. But her conversation is changing. Now it's, I don't know when I'm going to get them. Now it's, they'll be here soon. Or I'm hoping that, I can get them. Or, I can't wait for them to get here. Something just doesn't seem right. And I'm really starting to wonder, is her children somewhere else? Because the situation prior to her getting locked up was, we saw how CPS was heavily involved when it came to Olivia, AJ, and Kylani. We saw how CPS stepped in, gave her free childcare, and AJ let it be known that, CPS came to childcare, or came to the daycare, and was questioning him and Kylani. He let that be known a couple of times. She let it be known that CPS, supplied her with car seats. CPS was also involved in the court case, or, with her having to go to court. They were helping to assist her in getting a job. So it seems like this whole time CPS was right there in the midst of this whole situation, and then here it is, she ends up getting locked up, and nothing is said when it came to AJ and Kylani. It was just us assuming that we knew where AJ and Kylani was. Some suspected Jen had them. Some suspected, like myself, Stella had them. But what if AJ and Kylani was with neither party? What if CPS was put in place to get those kids for a certain period of time because she was in jail and she's having to wait until she can get them back? Because I'm pretty sure the conditions were, once you get out of jail, you're going to have to get a place to stay. You're going to have to make sure you can show that you can house these kids. You're going to be able to take care of these kids. I mean, again, this is just me kind of putting my thoughts out loud, but this is kind of where my mind is going. And I'm really wondering if this is the situation and why she keeps saying soon. Because she don't know when she's getting her kids. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking.
Years ago, 4 years ago, I was lost. You guys don't understand. I used to literally have conversations with God. Like, there would be times during my healing journey, or where I was finding my way back to myself, and I didn't know what to do next. Like, what was next, on my journey. But it's really about not losing yourself. Is just really about understanding who you are, and sometimes that takes time, a lot of time. And it's just really about spending time with yourself and getting to love yourself, starting to love yourself for real.
Once again, Olivia is speaking of a healing journey as if she's already gone through the journey and is already healed. And it's very obvious, as I've stated many times, that Olivia doesn't love herself. Because a person who loves themselves would not keep putting themselves in these same situations. Olivia's life is spiraling in so many different directions. And all she does is tries to dress it up and call it something different. But anyone with maturity, with intelligence, with common sense, with the ability to see a thing and understand what it is, like, it's not difficult for someone to look at this woman's life and see that this girl is struggling mentally, she's struggling financially, she's struggling spiritually, she's struggling emotionally, she's struggling as a mother. It's like she's trying to gain some type of footing in her life, but There's no solid foundation there. And for her to try to make it seem as if she's gone through this healing journey and now she can have this conversation of understanding what comes with it, understanding that sometimes you have to be alone with yourself and you have to get to a point where you start to unravel all of these things and begin to love yourself. She's speaking as if she has come to this understanding. Like she has come to this place in her life where it's evident that this is where she's at, and it's far from the truth. Like, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I just feel like every time Olivia has these conversations, it's so hard to hear a woman like this speak as if she has it all together when clearly we see different.
She's gonna love them. And she's gonna be like, where's my shoes? I'm gonna have to get him some light up shoes. I can't wait to see the babies. Girl, me too. Well, my other babies come this weekend, so I got a bunch of stuff to be cooking this weekend. I'll make them some tacos. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of goodies. Okay, so.
Y'all see what I'm saying? So she's still telling the people she doesn't know when she's going to see AJ and Kylani. But when it comes to her 3 older children, she was able to tell the people she's going to get them this weekend. So this will be the first time her 3 older children will be with her since she's been out of jail. But I just find it very odd that Olivia is not saying, I'm going to be getting Kylani and AJ. And I'm pretty sure once she watches this video, she's probably going to start wanting to incorporate what I'm saying right here. But it's too late because you've already kind of given it away in how you've been talking thus far. But it just really seems like something is off there. Because if you were in control of getting your babies, you wouldn't say, I can't wait to see them. I can't wait until they get here. I don't know when I'm going to see them. They're coming soon. It's going to be soon. Like, just something don't sound right.
I'm going to have to clean this kitchen really good because I didn't really clean it real good last night. Because when I tell you, that man was like mad at me. Not mad at me, but he was just like, he just wanted me in the bed with him. I'm not going to say my circle, but I'll say like all of the co-stars that you guys have been introduced to, that's what they are, co-stars. But honestly, a lot of them are not. I mean, I guess you could still factor them in because they were once. I don't know how to fucking word this. But I'm just like, I'd be sitting here and I'd just be like, why are people still trying to be petty? Like, people move on. Did you guys know that? Like, do people know that people move on? Like, I mean, that's what's supposed to happen. People move on with their life. I'm trying to say, I said I'm trying to say this without being disrespectful because I don't want to be disrespectful. Oh, this is about to go bad. I need to eat these peaches, honey. I'm finna eat these peaches, honey. Let's put this in the freezer. I just don't understand the pettiness. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Why do I care what people say? Because it's funny. It's funny and it's just like, it's interesting to me. Honestly, it is. It's like a case study.
Now, Olivia. Really, girl? Not a case study. Oh my gosh. I swear, it's like ever since I said Olivia lives life, love live, was a case study to me. Now this is what Olivia loves to use. I swear, this is just... okay.
It's very, very interesting. I don't care what people say, but I like to ask you guys because it's just... when something is so blatantly in your face, it's fun to talk about because, like, are we seeing the same thing? You know what I mean? Like, do we all see the same thing? I don't know. And it's just, honestly, it's like, It's weird, it's creepy, and I feel bad, you know. Yeah, why can't I address it, right, girl? Because I can't address anything. Anything can be done towards me, in spite of me, but God forbid if I acknowledge anything. But I'm only acknowledging it because, honestly, it's embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. If I was like the other party, I would be so embarrassed.
What I find interesting about her response to the commenter who asked her why does she respond to the negativity or respond to, you know, the petty stuff that she's addressing. It's funny that her response really answers her own question as to why she's always trying to figure out why people even do commentary on her. And it's simply because when we blatantly see things being done in our faces that comes from you, we're looking at each other like, are we seeing the same thing here? So it's very interesting that this is her response, because it's like, this is pretty much what we've been saying to you. This whole time, we're literally watching what you display in all of its essence. And some kind of way you think that because of what we're seeing, that there won't be some people that are not going to either be bothered by it, triggered by it, maybe even some people may think it's funny. Some people may look at you strange or side-eye you. Like, it's a lot of stuff you be showing on here. And you think people are not going to be looking at you a certain way? You think people are not going to have a difference of opinion on what it is that you feel is normal? What you feel is nothing wrong with it? You think everybody is going to see it the exact same way as you see it? And so if you can look at someone whom she's referring to, that she's talking about, if you feel that this person is weird and she's always making you content, and you're blatantly seeing this, and you're shocked that this is what this person is doing day in and day out, and you're looking around trying to figure out, is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Like, girl, understand that people have that same energy when it comes to you. People share those same sentiments when it comes to you, and I'm not excusing the other person. I'm just saying that if you can have that type of thought process and that type of feeling and that type of reaction to someone else, you should be able to understand why people like myself have the certain types of feelings and reactions and opinions that we have about you. Because you definitely show a lot. You give a lot of people a lot of reasons as to why they feel the way they feel. So, yeah, I just thought that was pretty bizarre.
You've allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be upset if someone is doing you dirty. I know, completely, 100%. I'm allowed to express myself. I'm allowed to do all of those things. But people always turn shit around. And it's like, it's so weird. I know you say that, but like, I've been off shit for so long. And it's like, how do I catch all the slack for being single and doing some dumb shit? But it's just so annoying. And it makes me want to, like, say the truth. Not even be petty, but just speak on the truth, you know what I mean, of the matter. It's like, please stop. Everybody just stop, please. It's like I keep saying, it's so weird. But let me not speak on it, because I feel like, you guys, even in my real life, like, not only do people on social media that I don't know, that will never know me, will never be in my inner circle, not only do these people want to be in my life so bad, they'll do anything to be, like, a part of my life. But it's like, I feel like people that are actually somewhat connected as far as like we share kids together, I feel like they want to be a part of my life. That's why they keep like posting stuff and like it's so creepy. It's just so creepy. You guys don't understand. Like, ugh.
So, in other words, Olivia is saying that she feels that Gerard and Nisha are still trying to be a part of her life. And I think it's more so her social media life, because they're posting pictures of her children. So the fact that Gerard has been posting pictures of the kids, giving more updated pictures of them, and he also posted a video and a picture of him and Nisha on Valentine's Day. I think Olivia is just kind of in her feelings, and she's feeling a certain way because one thing that I will say, when it comes to her three older children, they definitely, they meaning Gerard and Nisha, they do take care of them in the sense of making sure that their hair is nice and done. They're dressed to the nines. Like, they look really good. And I think Olivia really feels a certain way when she sees, Gerard posting these type of pictures. And I'm pretty sure she felt a certain way when Gerard posted the video of Nisha and, himself at dinner for Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure she felt a certain way about that, but this is pretty much what she's referring to.
Yeah, my hair is very gray. I like the silver look too. That's cute, but it's cute when we get to a certain age. I think it's very, very cute. But I'm not there yet. I still got my 40s. I still got my 50s. I'm going to look like a sexy hot mama in my 40s and my 50s. Okay? We're not looking like grandma until we hit our 60s. And that's just that on that. Then I'll be sexy grandma. Yours is gray on the sides. Mine are gray on the sides, all down the middle. I have a lot of gray. But men look good gray. Are you in your 40s now? Yeah, I'm 46. Yes, honey. I'm about to be 47 this year. I look good, huh? Right. Too soon for us. I'm 35. Girl, yes. Period. My gray won't turn black. Really? Oh, men look so sexy with the gray. I love the gray. Like, for real. Like, I don't know. I guess because I'm getting older, like, old men are sexy to me. Like, I don't know how women... Y'all date YNs? Do y'all like the YN? I don't like young niggas. I do not. An older... sexy gray man. Oh my god. And don't let him be smart. And don't let him. Oh my god. And then they're so sexy, like when they call you sweetheart. And I don't know. It's just so sexy. I told my man, I said, baby, when we start going on vacations, I want to fuck with people. No, I'm not gonna tell y'all that. But I just. First of all, I'm a freak. Second of all, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I can't. I'm going to let y'all do the commentary in the comment section on this part right here that we just heard her say, because that was a lot. But I'm so done. I'm done. But she did go on to say that her subscribers purchase some items off of her registry. So when she made that little comment about they're pretty much going to be her baby daddy, she laughed it off, but she wasn't lying. She wasn't joking either. She definitely uses her subscribers, and I think it's extremely interesting that with everything this girl has showed, they are still spending their hard-earned money to buy her furniture for her home. She also made it a point to say that she is convinced that people who are constantly speaking on her, they want her. The men, the women, everybody. Everybody wants her. Yeah, I know. Crazy. But y'all, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. It's One Love, and I'm out.